It's Jake Elliott ready to get this one kicked off. And off we go from spectacular AT&T Stadium. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. First and 10.
Yeah, here we go. When I take. Here we go, go to 54, go to 54, wide.
Now the former Ohio State Buckeye, here's J.K. Dobbins. And that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense, and boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
Here we go. Right check. Hey, kill. 47. 47. Here we go, 47. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Dak. He's going to take a shot down the field. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there.
We're going to 53. 26.
On the ground, here's Dobbins. He brings this to about the 26-yard line. Jordan Davis, the man in the middle, brings it to an end. They face second down and 7.
Yeah, here we go. Right check. We're going to 54. Wide. 26.
Now, Prescott. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the third play. Into the hands of Myles Garrett. Well, that changes the story quickly. Looked like a very nice opening drive to start. Instead, Greg, it goes back the other way, and the defense scores first.
And Mike, early on, that's exactly how they drew it up. They wanted to come out and establish themselves with this first drive of the game, and then all of a sudden, disaster strikes. Not only do they turn the ball over, the defense is able to take it all the way back for the pick six.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. A return coming from the 14. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here's first and 10.
Yeah! Here we go! Right check! 54. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Wide in.
Cooks going in motion.
26.
A run with Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Here we go. Right there. Here we go. 47. 26.
Dak going to throw it here on first down. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Here we go. Right there. Right there.
On second down, it's Dak. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Nick Cross. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jumped that route, challenged the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Hey, kill.
Right to the air goes Lawrence. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Hey, Lion. Go. Hey, kill. Go, let's go.
In the pistol, here's Lawrence. His pass taken in by Shaheed. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Hey.
And he will score. Will Shipley. Touchdown, Eagles. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes, just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here. Takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Yeah, here we go. I take. Here we go, 46. Here we go, going to 54. Wide in. 26.
Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. A pass caught by the veteran. That's Brandon Cooks. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter.
Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, kill. 26.
Play fake. Prescott. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, here we go.
They'll give it to Dobbins. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He'll find his tight end. That's Jake Ferguson. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Kill.
We are through 1. 4. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. I take. 26.
We'll go play action. It's Prescott.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Second down, Prescott. Got his man at the 6. About 19 yards on that one. They're in business. It's 1st and goal. Here's a run. And nothing develops there. It'll stay right at the 5-yard line. No gain on that one.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able
to the end zone. It's intercepted.
Every defensive coordinator, Mike, in the NFL preaches one thing about red zone defense. Keep them out of the end zone. Make them settle for 3. Well, what do? With that interception, they take it to another level, and they get off the field without allowing a single point.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Take right open, open. Great job.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Now a deep ball here for Collins. That one underthrown and intercepted. Picked off by their rookie first-round pick.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Here's Dobbins. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
In motion, Lamb. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. Third and long.
Here we go. Hey, kill. Then we're going to 53. 26.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. And he's out of bounds all the way into enemy territory, past midfield. A big connection from Dak to CD. A pickup of 44 yards. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Yeah!
Now it's Dobbins. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Second down and 8.
Yeah! Here we go! Kill! 26.
Play action now. Prescott. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Here we go! 186! Where are you, 186? 26.
Dak facing 3rd and long. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. That'll be picked up by the Eagles. And so much for a nice gain through the passing game. Not finishing the play, fumbling the football, and the offense has turned it over, Greg.
Mike, give credit to the defender here for not quitting on this play. They just give up a chunk play in the passing game. He stays after it, and instead of just making a simple tackle, he attacks the ball, knocks it loose, and creates a big takeaway for this defense.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium after this.
Here we go.
A first down throw for Lawrence. Crushed. It's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go. Now second down throw for Lawrence. Now a deep ball here for Collins. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Deron Blank. And he'll be out of bounds, but gives them some breathing room. Up to the 35-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Tyler Smith, guilty on that one.
Yeah, here we go. I think.
To throw is Prescott. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he's going to lose yardage on this return. Tried to retreat, but is covered up. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice job there by the defender. He's able to break up the pass, but I think if he's able to get there just a little bit sooner, now you can get 2 hands on the ball and give yourself a chance to come down with an even bigger play and come away with a pick.
He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. So we've hit halftime, and it's the visitors, the Eagles, out on top. As we'll send you over to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by. He's got the EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, 2nd half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. 3rd quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. He'll start at the 4. He'll get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. On 1st and 10, Lawrence.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. And he'll be near the first down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. They'll try and run it here with Pacheco. And he's going to have an Eagles first down. We're able to convert by plenty on that 3rd and 1.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
That's thrown quickly, taken in by Collins. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, go!
Man in motion is Smith. They go play action for Lawrence. Looking right side, he's got a receiver. It's Smith. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Second and 7. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. It's a gain of 10 yards. Good for an Eagles first down.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
Open man, downfield, it's Nico Collins. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
Inside the 10, it is caught.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. Did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Lawrence. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Harris Campbell now on the return. Strong. and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Yeah! Here we go! Right take! Right take!
From the shotgun, it's Dak. That'll be complete to Dobbins. Loose inside the 30. And he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone. Inside the 20. A big play to kick off this drive. A gain of 57 yards. They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10.
Here we go! Right take! Right take! Right take!
Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Gun.
On third down, Prescott. That's to the left side. He's got Ferguson. And he will get into the end zone. Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Dallas.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Tight end going in motion here. Lawrence now to throw on first down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He'll try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. They're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Linebacker certainly wasn't fooled on that play. Not only does he get there in a hurry, but he's able to secure that tackle and bring him down for a loss.
Hey, Lion, 11 Hackett.
So, both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 12.
Red on red.
Lawrence. That's over the middle and caught by Smith. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Third and 5.
30 left.
Now here's Lawrence. Open man is Shaheed. That's complete. They get 18 on the pitch and catch. First down, Philadelphia.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
Open man, that's Collins. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
On first down, Lawrence. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Play action now. It's Lawrence. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
A tough spot here. Third and long. Lawrence now. That's caught. It's Will Shipley. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
13, Luke.
Lawrence to throw for it on fourth down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush, and it will lead to a turnover on downs.
So the key to this fourth down stop defensively was their ability to flush the quarterback out of the pocket. Anytime you can do that, you shrink the field, you limit the quarterback's options, and in this case, he can't find anyone, and ultimately, he goes down for a huge fourth down stop.
Here we go, go to 54, go to 54, 180. 26.
Dak going to throw it here on first down. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Hey, kill. 47.
On second down, it's Dak. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Yeah! Here we go! Like that!
Prescott from the gun on third down. In the middle of the field, it's taken by CeeDee Lamb. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Play action now. Prescott. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Here we go, 47.
They'll drop to throw. He's got his running back downfield, and it's complete. And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Prescott on 1st down. This is caught at the 2. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes. In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss. These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
J.C. Horn that time with the good coverage, and he knocks it away. What a huge play. 4th and goal.
Here we go. Wait, take this.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. No easy completions. And this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
Here we go.
A 1st down throw for Lawrence. He'll push this one downfield for Bowers.
Well, most teams that find themselves in this situation, Mike, what are they going to do on 1st down? They're just going to run it. They're going to just plow it up in there, and the idea is don't make the quarterback take the center exchange in the end zone. Well, not this guy. He decides to throw it deep downfield, and even though it's an incomplete pass, you have to imagine it's going to soften that secondary up just a little bit.
And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. Of a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.